Talk to us about your Sports Parent Academy and what you're doing with that, and more that you can share.
Well, it is something that I have been working on. I've been learning a lot over the last 8 years, going on 9 years now. And I just want to be able to share with other parents of what I've learned not to do, what I've learned to do, and what I want to share with other parents that, that can make their little road a little bit easier, or just the knowledge of what I had no idea about going into um, college football and then going into NFL and just all of it, what I would have done differently and what I would have kept the same.
What was the hardest part for you? Something that you weren't really prepared for once this whole thing got started that was like, oh wow, we didn't know that was coming and that you had to adapt to?
Um, just the interest of all the family and not just the interest of Patrick. With social media, people like kind of go in with all the family, and it's something that it's learning because my daughter's 13, and then I have another son that's 24, and so just knowing how it affects not just Patrick, the star that's doing what Kansas City loves him to do, but it affects everyone in our family, including my parents at one point. So yes, I love team sports. I think being on a team sport has been good for him and the other two kids to learn to play together. And I actually have a book that I say that let's play together, and it was off of getting along when you don't, you might not agree how they made that play, or you might not agree how the umpire calls something, but at the same time, you play and you get out there and you work hard, and you learn from your mistakes. You lose, sadly, sometimes, but you learn from those mistakes and you come back better.
Hard to believe, Randy. It's been, oh my gosh, 8 years. Here we are, 2017, the fateful day that changed all of our lives, including us, lifelong Chiefs fans and media. And now, so to think about that day to now, I mean, what goes through your mind when you think about the 8 years that have gone in between draft night, where Patrick, the Chiefs move up to 10 to take Patrick, and now three Super Bowls, entrenched in the Kansas City community,
Yeah.
talks of GOAT, greatest all this stuff that's happened, Randy.
Yeah. It has been amazing and not amazing at sometimes. I know that sounds crazy. It's, you see one child live their dream and get to do that and keep, encouraging all the other players and everything. But then you see the hardness that it's affected our family in some of the most difficult ways. But it's just made us stronger as a family unit. And it's made us just even more tighter. And we learn from everything that goes on. And I wouldn't change it for anything. I know, from the Kansas City family that we have now, and the people that, that are fans, that are our friends and our family, and it's just I wouldn't want to be in any other place.
Absolutely. And what do you love about Kansas City, coming from Texas, Tyler, Texas, and coming up to Kansas City and learning about that community and the fan base? Just what are some things that you love about being there?
Well, I really prayed hard that he would go to a faith-based, family-oriented town that was like a hometown, like what he grew up in. And I wanted it at the beach, but you know what? If I couldn't get it at the beach, Kansas City was the perfect place. Like I could see myself living there one day with my grandkids, raising them and helping raise them, and being there with Jackson and Patrick because it feels like home. It really, truly feels like home. Not only with the team, but with the community that they have there. And y'all should know that. Yeah.
We do. We love it. And when you're here and you see this, the festivities about to get underway here, and you see the amount of people that are here that are wanting to bring their kids here and just to be a part of you and what you're doing. I mean, how does that make you feel as someone that's, coming into more of the philanthropy side of things?
It's amazing. It's amazing to see everyone out here with the weather, but at the same time, I was one of those parents that took my kids to stuff like this, and I was the one that took Patrick and Jackson and Mia. I'm still doing it, and so this is where it takes it back to feeling like home, feeling like family. Just hear of the million times that Patrick was out at something like this, just having fun, and so that's what makes it really special.
Last thing here for you, just we know you celebrated Easter with the family, Braun,
Yes.
Sterling,
Yes.
Golden. Just you talk about being a sports parent. What about a sports grandy? What are you going to bring to that role?
I have already talked to Brittany and Patrick, and I'm like, if y'all don't start coaching, Grandy's going to come in and have to coach because I've coached the boys, my boys before, and I'm like, y'all don't want Grandy to come in and show y'all up. So we need to get Sterling on a team. We need to get Braun started because Patrick and Brittany started young, and so I like to share when their friends have their kids and stuff back home. I'm like, you see, these kids are already playing t-ball. Come on, and so I like to like push them, but at the same time, I'm not going to miss a game of my grandkids because that is my heart and my soul. And I was happy they came in for Easter, but they could have just sent the grandkids. I would have been fine with that too. Yes,
Well,
yes,
no, thanks so
yes,
much.
absolutely. Thank
Thank you so
y'all.
much, Randy.
Thank y'all for all y'all do.